WOBX.com. I'm Sam Walker at Jeanette's Pier in Nags Head on this Friday afternoon, and it's official. Ophelia is a tropical storm now. Coming out with the 2 p.m. advisory and the closed circulation was found. The tropical storm is official, but that doesn't change anything as far as the forecast goes, anything about the conditions, and pretty much what we're going to be dealing with over the next roughly 24 to 36 hours here in eastern North Carolina and the Outer Banks. Wind and rain really started to kick up around mid-morning and has steadily increased. We checked the radar before we recorded this piece, and a pretty decent rain shield over us now. It's going to continue to bring us some moderate and heavy showers, some downpours at times in some spots. Gusty winds above 25 miles an hour. Starting to see sustained winds out of the east here in Nags Head above 30 with some higher gusts at times. Those winds will be increasing as the center of Ophelia gets closer to the coast. Looks like a landfall tomorrow afternoon, somewhere around the Emerald Isle area, it looks like now, then tracking inland. And that current track forecast looks a little better as far as the concerns about the sound side storm surge. Really not expecting any oceanside storm surge with this. We're right around high tide now, coming up on high tide. You can see behind me, in fact, I'll pan over a little bit. You can see how close the waves are up to the lifeguard stand here at Jeanette's Pier this afternoon. But that's really all we've seen is just some of that beach run up. Not seeing the oceanside overwash issues that we saw even as recent as with Lee's passage last week. And we go back to Adalia bringing in some of that overwash. Not seeing that in the forecast. Yeah, we could see some, but because the highest winds and lowest pressures are expected over the area between high tides, so that's going to help prevent any overwash. Still the concerns about the sound side, especially if the winds shift a certain direction. Right now it looks like by mid-afternoon is when we'll see the shift from the east to a south-southwest and even maybe a westerly wind. But looking at the latest forecast of the National Weather Service, that strong wind component really looks like it's on the north side of the storm, not on the south side of the center. So when the winds shift from the east and northeast, as they're strongest there, looks like they'll actually be a little bit weaker out of that south and westerly direction. That's going to help us. That may prevent us from seeing any serious sound side flooding from Ophelia. Adalia, Ophelia. I'm going to go through all the letter names that we've had so far this season in this update. But it looks like we may catch a break there. We still have the concerns about anywhere from 2 to 4 feet of storm surge flooding as the center of Ophelia passes to our west tomorrow afternoon. It's really going to be after the noon time, probably around 3 o'clock is when we'll really see that wind shift happen, and then the winds will steadily die down as the center of Ophelia moves up into Virginia tomorrow night and into early Sunday. Now, what's this mean as far as travel? So, if you're here on the Outer Banks right now and you've got travel plans for Saturday, you may want to go ahead and make those departures this afternoon and evening before dark just to play it safe. Those who have vacations that are ending on Saturday, you might want to go ahead. We saw quite a few people doing that already today. It was Saturday traffic on 158 headed north this morning, and that's kind of continued off and on all day, especially coming off Hatteras Island. We're seeing quite a few people have decided, hey, they're going to go ahead and call it a week. For the folks who are planning to come in on Saturday and Sunday, or even Friday and Saturday, today and Saturday, might want to think about pushing those plans back to Sunday. One area we haven't talked about in our updates, but we want to make sure we emphasize this, those who have travel plans to take them up to the four-wheel drive area of Corolla. You can see right here in Nags Head how much the water is coming up this afternoon. That's going to be the case up there, and it's going to be up to the toe of the dune. So travel up to Corolla and Swan Beach, that's going to be tough. Again, if you have plans to take you up there on Saturday, you may want to push those off to Sunday. And if you are staying up there right now, you might want to go ahead and consider heading on home today, or at least getting out of the four-wheel drive areas. As far as Hatteras Island, kind of the same thing with that ocean overwash potential. The sound side ocean wash potential and overwash, the sound side storm surge potential tomorrow afternoon and evening. That could cause travel headaches to the tri-villages on down to Avon on P Island on Highway 12. right now we're looking a little better than we did today, even earlier this morning. Definitely looking a little better than what we were thinking at this time yesterday. Now, once this storm passes to the north, the center does, we're going to see conditions really start to improve Saturday night. Sunday looks like it's going to be a great day, but the ocean is going to stay angry. We're going to be dealing with the rip current risk and the shore break risk at least through Sunday into Monday. So if you want to get in the ocean, don't. Stay out. The drum bite's going to be on Sunday, getting the rods out, because it looks like the drum bite's been going off even today. We've been seeing people catching red drum, the big red drum, off the piers this morning, and they're out here braving it right now at Jeanette's trying to catch it. So we're looking a little better, but again, forecast hasn't really changed. The only thing that's changed is the name. It's now officially Tropical Storm Ophelia. For the latest, keep it right here, or log on to WOBX.com. I'm Sam Walker.